Lynk K10EMP is a medium and large wishbone ride-hailing car that is young and very suitable for home users. The fact is that if you spend about 200,000 yuan to buy a new energy-driving ride-hailing car, now your choices are actually not particularly large. Nike is BYD's Han, including driving distances such as Peter 06. However, this type of car dealers actually have very clear personality labels. They are either more business-oriented and more comfortable, or they are too individual and sporty. Products that can combine these two characteristics are popular in this market. There is really no such thing. Then get K10EMP and do it. There's a very good balance between youth and comfort and luxury. Let's talk about the sports side first. First of all, there is no doubt that this design doesn't have any greasy smell. Just take the K design. No matter what, it still feels a very young feeling. Moreover, under the design language of the next day, you can see his cold feet, including the entire inclined window, which is very beautiful, especially the other part, and there are also some small decorative panels and the front. At the same time, the entire inclined surface also uses this kind of hidden water container, and the length is also very long, which makes it look very simple and integrated, and I think the most important thing is in the car. Work hard. Now you can see in the shed that the color will give that purple feeling, but in fact, the color of his version of this car is called Tianyunmi, which is designed with double pearlescence. So it will show a color when it is darker without sunlight, and when you put it in the sun, it will show another completely different feeling. So in fact, the color of this car can be different according to different. The weather should come out with different expressions of mood. What about the other aspect of being young? It lies in the dynamic aspect of this car. First of all, the power system. Its EMP intelligent electric system frame is the rear-wheel drive part of PE plus P3 plus P4 P4, and a motor is added. Hey, what is the maximum power? When it reached 390,000 yards, the lowest acceleration time of 755 from 0 to 100 cm also reached 5.1 seconds. Although he is not that exaggerated compared to many electric vehicles like this now, when put into the sole insertion field, it is still a performance. Existence. Secondly, and more importantly, the P4 is equipped with a motor in the rear position and then transferred to four-wheel drive. Moreover, the whole series comes standard with four-wheel drive. It has an FSD rotary system and the entire overhead. It definitely feels very youthful. Hey, I guess it's a feeling that people and vehicles are in harmony, and in fact what his four-wheel drive wants to convey more is actually the stability and safety of the exercise, because you should know that with four-wheel drive for this new source drive, it can better allocate the position of each wheel. That is, when the auxiliary force is not good, your vehicle can also hold the ground firmly with four wheels, especially in some snowy days. Then after he has four-wheel drive, there is no doubt that you will be safer. Next, let's talk about its suitability for families. First of all, as a new energy product, it still needs to achieve a low car cost. Let's go back to the power system. In fact, this car uses a 1.5T engine, but it is a newly optimized engine. Its thermal efficiency has reached 47.26%. Therefore, this car, the performance under power loss and fuel consumption is even lower. Its fuel consumption under CLTC is as low as 4.2 liters per 100 kilometers, and its pure electric vehicles are also divided into two types, namely 120 kilometers and 240 kilometers. Therefore, for many home users, there is a high probability that they only need to use pure electrical appliances in the middle of the week, and then when they go out to play, even if the power is out, the fuel consumption is very low at a level of more than 4 liters. The comprehensive cost of a car is definitely very suitable for these home users. In fact, again, the key point is that the entire interior of the car is really a very simple window interior for Lynk Co products, especially its 4 seats, which are now completely flat with ventilation, heating, and massage, including electric adjustment. He is right. Even the seats in the second row can now be electrically adjusted. At the same time, you can see ventilation, refueling, and massage here. We even made a small footboard in this piece. No matter what, are you thinking of going to a temporary office? It is very convenient to put some things to operate when you bring your children. In fact, this small board is very practical for home use, but what about the front one? There is also a heating and cooling refrigerator, so overall, its performance in this configuration of comfort is really good. Moreover, the seat feels very spacious when riding on it. My height is 1.9 meters, but it actually drags the body quite well. Finally, let's talk about intelligent driving assistance. First of all, in terms of hardware, I can see that there is a Lidar above his head, which is also standard in all series. Then the frame system will have a solution of Qianli Haohan H7, and it also uses NVIDIA's Sour Film, which is also it basically exists at the top level, so the hardware and software capabilities are excellent. So when I look at the two cars so far, you will find that this Lynk K10 EMP has to be at the 200,000 level. There is a big A in the car because its space includes power as well as its four-wheel drive capabilities, including its intelligent configuration performance. There are no obvious shortcomings, and it has compared some previous competing car dealers. All the biased things are integrated together, so I think it is a very full model. So I believe the final price will be a key to whether this one can become a hit. Interested friends, we can look forward to it together.